Welcome back, sister. This content is for those engaged with radical feminist perspectives and critiques of mainstream gender narratives. If you're not open to radical feminist discourse, this video isn't for you, so feel free to tune out now. I'm Connie Riker, a writer and advocate for women's liberation from inequality and oppression. I challenge patriarchal systems that silence and exploit women, fighting for autonomy, safety, and respect. This isn't about division. It's about dismantling injustice and reclaiming our power to build a future where women thrive. Please like and subscribe if you appreciate this video, as it will help get the word out to those who need it. Thank you. Please relax and enjoy. This is an excerpt from the Feminist Agenda, How a Movement for Equality Became a Supremacy. The Feminist Agenda, How a Movement for Equality Became a Supremacy is an ebook available in all good stores. Greetings, potential reader. I want to share a personal journey with you, an unyielding quest that will either enthrall you or repel you, depending on who you are. This journey birthed the Feminist Agenda, How a Movement for Equality Became a Supremacy. Like you, I've witnessed and experienced the gradual shift of feminism from a movement championing equality to one that silently, insidiously seeks supremacy. I've watched as girls surpassed boys in education, as women claimed the corporate world, and as family dynamics morphed into something I barely recognize. I've seen the devastating impact on men and boys, their rights trampled, their voices silenced. I've seen the emergence of a generation of bitter, barren women who are the embodiment of the toxic feminism we're drowning in. This book isn't for the faint-hearted. It isn't for those who believe in the watered-down, sanitized version of feminism that mainstream media peddles. It is for those who dare to question, who dare to challenge the status quo. It is for those who are tired of one-sided gender dynamics, tired of the corruption in family courts, tired of watching men and boys being pushed to the sidelines. It is for those who are ready to fight against the tide of female supremacy, who are ready to reclaim the narrative of equality. If you don't identify with this, if you're a bystander or a participant in the charade of equality while silently cheering for female supremacy, then I implore you, put this book down. Pick up a novel, a cookbook, anything that won't challenge your beliefs, because the Feminist Agenda isn't for you. It isn't a light read. It isn't a pleasant journey. It is a call to action, demand to see the world as it is, not as we wish it to be. For those brave enough to join me, prepare yourselves. The journey is long, the road is treacherous, but the truth is worth it. Because at the end of this journey, you will understand the true impact of modern feminism, and you will be ready to fight for real gender equality. So, take a deep breath, and let's embark on this journey together. It's time to expose the Feminist Agenda for what it truly is. With the introduction completed, we are jumping to an extract from the book. Feminism, like a hydra, has many heads, and one of its most ferocious is the attack on the traditional family structure. For centuries, the family unit was the foundation of society, a safe space where children were nurtured, and the ties between men and women were forged in mutual respect and shared responsibilities. But feminism, with its mantra of equality, has waged a relentless war against this sacred institution. Today, the family unit is a shadow of its former self, splintered by the very equality that was meant to unify it. In this vortex of change, men have been relegated to the periphery. They are no longer the head of the household, but mere guests, their roles reduced to that of providers. In custody battles, men stand on the precipice of dispossession, their pleas for equal rights falling on deaf ears. It's a sad testament to the times we live in, that the value of a father is measured in dollar signs. The courts, once the bastion of justice and fairness, have become a woman's playground, a place where men are routinely dispossessed of their rights and their children, often with nary a thought. The scales of justice, once balanced, now tilt heavily in favor of women, leaving men to flounder in a sea of legal jargon and prejudiced judgments. The push for men to be nothing more than providers is another nail in the coffin of the traditional family structure. A man's worth is no longer measured by his character, his wisdom, or his ability to lead and nurture. Instead, he is reduced to a walking, talking wallet, his value determined by his capacity to provide. This is not the equality that was promised. This is not the fair and just society that was envisioned. This is a travesty, perversion of the very principles that birthed the feminist movement. It is time for change, time to restore balance, and time to fight for genuine equality, not this sham of female supremacy that is being peddled as progress. Only then can we truly say that we have achieved a just and equal society. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your interest in the feminist agenda, how a movement for equality became a supremacy available in all good bookstores. Please like and subscribe. Thank you and God bless.